brother.
You do this countdown?
3, 2, 1. I want to say what Edge and Christian used to do. No, they did the 5, 4, 3.
You do the 5-second pose.
The robot. And the scarecrow.
It's kind of hard to do sit down at this angle.
I'm a robot. I'm Robot Slammer. Robot Slam.
It is.
Robo Slam.
Robo Slam. Stiff
Robo Slam.
Stiff Robo Slam.
Running wild. Robo Slam. Robo and wild, brother.
It is that time of the week again.
That time for the 27th week.
Wow.
27. Bro Show, episode 27.
27?
27. That's what Heather said. She goes, 27 weeks? I said, 27 weeks, man. That's like, last week was literally the 6-month anniversary of the Bro Show. So, welcome.
What kind of presents did you get to celebrate the show?
I got myself a Starburst pink.
It's a pink Starburst.
Strawberry. That's what I get. The strawberry.
It's a little early
C4,
still.
and it's delicious.
It's one of my favorite C4s. I love. That's
Happy
my favorite.
episode 27.
Happy episode 27. This week I'll be drinking the Wild Cherry Pepsi. I'm a big Pepsi fan. I like Pepsi over Coke.
Are you a Pepsi aficionado?
I'm part of the new generation, you know what I'm saying?
You remember Dugals? Remember when it was Dugals?
I do remember Dugals.
I remember being a little kid and we'd go into Dugals and they had the Take the Pepsi Challenge where they had they would hide it. And
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, they had the little, you always see the memes about the cups. And it's like, I can taste this cup because it was all waxy.
Do you
Because
remember?
I'd always chew on them cups and there'd be wax in my teeth and stuff.
You remember what Dugals turned into?
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. That's a good job.
Then Town and Country.
Town and
Been a little
Country.
bit of everything.
And then Country Mart.
Country Mart.
And then Harps.
Harps.
I mean, a little,
My
little,
gosh.
little local education.
Is that what
there.
is that what it is now? Harps.
It is Harps.
Okay, Harps.
Little local education.
If you spell Harps backwards,
Pardon?
sharp.
Sharp. Oh yeah.
Sharp. Right?
No.
Spar.
We are
If
not.
if you
we
change
do not know our
if,
alphabet
if you
here.
change some letters around, you can spell sharp out of Harps.
See, that'd be screwed if I ever got pulled over and they thought I was drunk. And you know how they say,
Sorry, sir, I'm just stupid.
they're like start with Z and do the letters in the alphabet backwards. I'd be screwed.
You
right
just
off the
say,
bat.
just take me to jail, sir.
I'd be like, here's my
just do not
pat
collect
me down.
do not collect $200 and take me straight to jail.
I'd be in trouble right off the bat.
All right.
Randy is in the chat. Says, "Hey, bros, what's up, Randy?
Hey, bro.
How are you, my brothers?
Great.
We're doing good on this fine Tuesday night.
Tuesday night. It's 8:03 and it's the Bro Show, episode 27. There we go. We're getting everybody chiming in now. Everybody joining in here a little bit late. I just shared it.
Oh yes, I still need
man.
to share.
Let's see here. We got Randy and Michael on here. How you guys doing? And if you don't mind, like, share. You're already commenting, so we appreciate the new 4-year-old Slammer Maniac. Tim Mendeville, what's up, brother?
Legendary Tim.
Legendary Tim. Justin, what's up, brother? If you guys don't care, share this bad boy. Let the world know, man.
Justin says, "Hey, brothers, how's it going?
I'm gonna say,
We're just getting started.
Justin just commented on my Facebook post. He got it. I said, drop a flex emoji when you see
We
this.
were just bragging about that.
First
one.
He dropped 3 of them.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like, brother, that Slammer, he gets 3 of them.
Were they all the flexes? Do they got just one arm, or can you do both right and left?
Just one little. Yeah, it's only one
Gotcha.
direction.
I've never been in too much into the emoji section
Yeah.
of the arm flexing.
The arm flexing.
I'm more of the laughing cry.
Yeah, I'm kind of the flex and the fist bump. Almost said fist pump.
So who are you tonight? Who am I sitting next to?
My gosh.
Clear that throat.
I am your number one brother, your mega brother, the people's bro. I'm still your New Breed Wrestling Midwest PopCon champion. I've still got the belt. I've had it the whole entire year. It's been 400 and some odd days. We'll celebrate 500 days here pretty soon.
He actually lost the belt like Jericho in your limousine. You pulled over the
It's actually in the closet upstairs. I am Slammer, brother.
I am known around these parts as the King of Cool, the El Presidente of the Slammer Club.
King of Cool. Yeah.
The El Presidente of the Slammer Club.
El Presidente.
Your Mookie of the Year, your number one stepbrother.
And
Brother Mookie. And
thank
also,
you for the stars.
Go ahead.
What are you? What are you? The
known around also as the White
Layer Bird. Thank you, Justin. Bro George, Aruba.
Aruba. He is.
Oh, Greg Schultz.
Greg?
He says, nice tea. I don't know if he's talking about your Men with Morals Burt Cameron shirt or the Slammer, the brand new Slammer X-Ray shirt.
It's like X-Ray Vision, like Obey.
X-Ray.
I like that.
Obey.
That They Live. It's like a They Live Slammer shirt.
We get this shirt on the old...
Yeah, so Justin sent 20 stars. We appreciate that. Thank you so much, Justin.
Brother. Thank you. Let's get the...
George, we're so glad you're here, brother.
The stars party going. Stars.
Oh my gosh.
All kinds of... Whoa!
Here we go.
Thank you, brother.
Justin sent 15 stars.
Thank you, Justin. My man.
Both these guys 2 weeks in a row have sent stuff. That's
2 weeks in a row.
impressive.
You ever hear anybody they'll say 2 weeks in a roll?
In a roll? A lot of people do that. A lot of people
it's a
spell
roll.
it that way. In a roll.
In a roll?
You throw rolls, you eat rolls.
You throw roll. You throw the throw. Isn't that funny? They call it the home of the throwed roll.
Oh, you're talking about Lambert's.
Lambert's?
See, I was just talking about my videos I do with my mom in the
Oh
holidays.
yeah, we enjoy that. We waited all day long on Thanksgiving. Watch you bonk your mom in the head with the roll.
That is
Wonderful.
a tradition on my
Wonderful.
on my personal page.
It's the throwed roll down at
Yeah.
down. Why is it the throwed roll? I mean, I guess that's the proper way to say it.
They're from the
Home
south.
of the throwed roll.
They're from the south.
It is. I don't know.
It's the South.
It just sounds strange.
It's a southern thing there.
It's a southern thing, everybody. It's a southern
Michael
thing.
says the White Larry Bird is in the house, brother. You got that right. Look
He's
around
white.
This part is the White Larry Bird. I don't know why that cracks you up so much. I actually got that just from an actual episode of The Family Guy. Early
Is there
episode.
a White Larry Bird on there?
Peter Griffin refers to himself as the
White Larry Bird?
in an episode. And that's where I actually stole it from.
I was actually pretty impressed. I thought you came up with that all by yourself.
I did. That was a lie.
Then I'm the White Slammer.
You're the White Tony Kukoc. You're the White Will Purdue.
Who did Tony Kukoc? Who did he play for?
The Chicago Bulls.
He did play for the
Number
Chicago.
7?
Oh my gosh.
He was one of my favorites growing up. Him, Dennis Rodman. Well, I just sit here and just name the whole Bulls team. The Kukoc is one of my all-time favorites.
Wow.
He still looks the same, but his hair's gray-headed. He's
that's
gray-headed
a-
now, but
that's-
still looks exactly the same.
You had to pull something out the old files
The
from
old-
deep within there.
The
saying
old
Tony Kukoc.
Croatian sensation. That's what it is.
Croatian
Number 7.
sensation.
Straight off the bench.
Straight off the bench.
Dorothy's in the chat says, "Hey, Slammer."
Yo, Dorothy, what's going on?
Bobby says, "Awesome."
Awesome, brother.
So you had a little wrestling action this past weekend?
Man, we concluded the MMWA 2024 year this past Saturday at the historic South Broadway Athletic Club, man. It was awesome. Awesome night of wrestling. I was match number 2. It was originally going to be me against Damian Cortez. He didn't make it. I wrestled IP Mason.
Also known as IP Freely.
He worked. But I tell you what, man. He worked.
He didn't get
IP Freely. IP Freely. He worked. He tried working my leg over. He tried to take out my legs from me.
Okay.
But buddy, I tell you what. Big boot, leg drop.
Hey, you can't stop that.
1, 2, 3. Slammer. Head
see
held
that's-
high. Paige said, "And your winner, Slammer." Place was on fire too, dude.
Nice.
I mean that crowd, dude, was on fire they always are.
Yeah.
A huge crowd on fire from match 1 to the end of the night. My match, man, awesome, dude. It was loud,
That's great there.
awesome. Sold a ton of merch, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Got a win in every situation. And afterwards,
You got a big turkey
Tony-
dinner afterwards?
Tony fed us all, man. I wish I knew what this pizza place was, because I know there were 7 I think they said 30-inch pizzas.
Oh, wow.
These pizzas were friggin' huge.
Amy
dude.
Cortez missed out on free pizza.
I mean, it was unlike any crust I've ever had. It wasn't deep dish.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't hand tossed. It wasn't thin. It was good.
Excellent.
They had mascacholi, chicken.
So it sounds like he hit up an Italian
Costa
restaurant.
con broccoli for people like that. I don't
Tony
like it.
Costa
Man, they had Tony Costa con.
See what I did there?
That was good.
Anybody
right
local like that one?
They had some cheesy bread. Oh my gosh, they had wings. I couldn't eat the wings, man. I could smell them across the way, and I thought, man, if this chicken wing goes in my stomach, my stomach was burning just smelling it. So.
Oh, wow.
It smelled delicious, but my stomach said, brother, just go eat the pizza. So that's what I did, man. I went and ate all the pizza.
I'm glad you had a
Oh,
good...
and cookies. Lots of good cookies, too,
Oh.
man. Yeah, and they were from like
Glad you had a good
Sam's.
show. I wasn't able to make it this week. See,
Hey, man.
Mr. Alex made the show. Him and his whole family, didn't they? I thought I seen him...
Alex who?
Rinaldo, or however you say his name, right? Him and
Max!
Or Max, of
Max!
course. Max.
I was like, Alex.
say?
Max. Rain Arrow. Like Rain Arrow.
Rain Arrow.
They made it, man.
Terrible with names.
I think he had sent me a message. He's like, we got 13 of us coming.
Holy cow.
Yeah, man.
They have a whole table section?
Oh yeah, they had a table. Lot,
What a
man,
house.
we had big crowd. It was awesome, dude. And then we got
Yeah, Max and his wife and his mom and the whole crew
Man.
just rocks every time they
dude,
show up.
it was awesome. And
That's cool they have a
and
whole
we
crew
got
like that.
January 11th we'll be back. Start off 2025 year. 2024 was a good year for me at MMWA, and if you think back to 2023, it ended up on a pretty good note. But yeah, 2024, man, I went 9-3, main evented 9
Wow.
events. One of those was main event at Wrestling at the Chase.
That's
Held
freaking
the
impressive.
MMWA championship for 190 days. So no complaints there, man.
Well, let's see. Justin in the chat says, Bulls is my team. He was my number one favorite player. Must be talking about Tony Kukoc.
Tony Kukoc,
The Croatian sensation, baby.
This is the Tony Kukoc episode.
Herb, Mr. Herb Simmons is in the
Hey,
chat.
what's going on,
Says,
Herb?
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening.
Michael also says, Merry Christmas to Santa Slammer and the White Legged Bird, Paige Mac, Heather, and the Slammer family.
All right,
So I guess
man.
the only one he didn't mention was a Butters the
Butterball.
cat. Butterball.
I thought that when he said nobody. No Merry Christmas, poor little Butterball.
Well, that's Ann family. That's
And family.
Butterball the cat.
She is family. She's outside patrolling the
Denny is in the
territory
chat.
now.
Says Slammer for
Life, brother. Thank
Like
you,
that.
brother, for life. So yeah, man. So that was the end of the wrestling year. So this weekend, I've actually got a free weekend, which is cool because it's right before Christmas. So
Good.
I don't know what we'll do, but
You don't know what to do on a free weekend, do you?
no, and
You don't get those too
I mean,
often.
you can't really do really much shopping because Christmas is Wednesday.
Wednesday,
That's why Wednesday. And I have no purchases of the week because we're so close now. It's like, man, you gotta be
get it.
kind of careful buying stuff close
get
to
it.
Christmas because
You get doubles.
you get hey man, I get doubles, man. Now something could get opened.
I mean, you're still looking for a few of those certain superstar figures.
I do. I'm looking
I
for
know you need
Tatanka.
you need the Bulldog.
I got Bulldog.
You got Bulldog.
I need
Tatanka,
Tatanka.
and Muhammad Ali.
This
This guy is a completist.
I'm a completist, but
But he will
Muhammad
not-
Ali, man.
He's got the whole set, all of them up to this point. But this guy refuses to pick up the Muhammad Ali figure to complete it, and that just blows my mind as a collector.
But my argument.
But I know
my
we've gone through this.
My I guess it's not really an argument. My statement is if he was in a WWF referee outfit, no problem. I've got him with the retro Mattel. He's
Yeah.
in the.
But then I always counter argue. You say he's in his robe and his boxing gloves.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like, well, he fought the
Yeah.
great Gorilla Monsoon as a boxer. He fought Antonio Inoki
yeah.
as a boxer.
But he needs it
The
needs
Slammer refuses
it
to buy
needs
this
to
one
represent WrestleMania 1. That's my whole thing. It's got to
Well.
represent WrestleMania 1. So
Slam, I hate to burst your bubble.
anyway, with that being said, we're talking retro now.
Yeah.
I got to bring it up. I want your opinion.
Okay.
I wrestled Saturday night. I watched football Sunday. I want to watch the Saturday night's main event,
Yes.
but
I actually stayed home to watch the Saturday night's main
I
event.
need to get your opinion,
Yes.
and you can probably already figure out what I would think of it
Mm-hmm.
without. So, if I were to watch it, what would I say about it? Is there anything that I would have liked about it?
The main event was really good. The rest of the show,
Was it a Monday Night Raw?
it was basically a Monday Night Raw. No title changes, no big surprises. I loved the throwback feeling. I loved having Jesse Ventura on there.
Yeah, I love Jesse Ventura. I
love some of the look.
I want a retro Mattel.
Probably
Jesse
in the works.
the
It'll probably be coming.
I tell you what, if anybody from Mattel is listening, this is the 4-pack that we need. Jesse the Body Ventura,
Okay,
Superstar Billy Graham,
that'd be awesome.
Hulk Hogan
Another Hogan.
with that, the tie-dye look, and Scott Steiner.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a good
but you
one.
can't have Scott without Rick. So
No, but the Big Papa Pumps.
yeah,
Scott
I mean,
Steiner.
I get that. But if I'm getting retros, I want the Steiner brothers together before I get a Big Papa Pump.
They've had their Hasbros though. I got one of them. No,
They need the
Who
retros.
do I got? I got Scott
They got
Steiner.
purple card, right?
Purple card.
Purple card.
I need Rick. I really need to get that Rick Steiner. So
I
can
love
have
those
both.
because of the designs on the
Mhm.
figures.
So anyway, that. I think that'd be a. Oh, you know who? Well, I tell you what would be cool would be a Don Morocco in the tie-dye tank top.
I would like that, but that would have to come with like a
It would-
4-pack.
well-
That'd be almost like a Bob
Well,
Orton.
that's why they almost always put somebody in
Yeah.
there that
I would like that. the
only
original
we would
Rock.
like.
Yeah,
But I would love Don the Rock Morocco,
Fuji Vice.
the magnificent Morocco.
I would like a Fuji Vice.
What?
You remember Fuji Vice? Him and Don Morocco
Oh,
had like the
yeah,
shorts.
yes. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Once again, you had to pull that out of the. Whoa!
oh, we got something else.
whoa.
Let me catch up on
Doc.
chat. We're getting behind.
Yep, you
Um,
chat us up.
Michael also says Merry Christmas to Butterball. With shout out to Butterball the cat. Justin says currently wearing my Slammer T-shirt for tonight.
Who said that?
Justin.
Thank you, brother.
Ralph Surface is in.
Ralph.
Man, what a great thing he did for us, making that picture.
Yeah, that
I
rules.
love. It's got like a Bob's Burger feel to it. I love that.
Ralph is the man.
I don't necessarily know Ralph. I know his brother really good, Josh.
You
Which
know,
we've talked about,
I would not be surprised. I'll go ahead and bring it up real quick. January 4th, man, Farmington, Missouri, the
I should
Farmington
be there. I
Coliseum.
think I've got to finally make a Dynamo show.
I will be in action with Dynamo Pro Wrestling. So go ahead. Christmas will be past. New Year's is going to be past. It's the first Saturday of the new year. People are going to be wanting to get out and do something fun. Dynamo Pro Wrestling. Doors open at 6. Bell time 7. I will be in action. I bet Ralph will be there. The
should
Mookie of
be
the
there.
Year will be there.
El Presidente of the Slammer Club.
I'm looking for a big hot crowd there that night, so we need to get that pumped out there. So that's just a couple weeks away.
Kathy Rainiero.
Rainiero.
I nailed it. Says, hey Slammer Mookie, what's up, girl?
What's going on, Kathy?
Janelle says, hello, my boyfriend Denny introduced me to y'all.
Hey, what's
That's
going
awesome.
on?
Thank you. Michael says, I will check in California here for the Tatanka figure for you.
Oh.
Yeah, he's dying to get that Tatanka. And if you can't find...
Tatanka, I got a Tatanka foam. Actually, there it is, my foam tomahawk.
Doc is in the chat. Doc
Doc.
is here. He wants to know, did he miss the eggnog? It's going to be Sunday.
Sunday night. Oh, well, let's go ahead. And,
We will. Hold on, let me
yeah,
finish catching up.
we'll get to that.
Tony Ruiz, one of my
Tony.
favorite friends from the Diecast Do page and my personal page, who is following the Slammer page now. Straight from
I
another
appreciate
California
that.
native. We got 2 Californians in the
Hey,
crowd here.
hey, while we're at it, if you don't mind, if you're watching this right now, like this post, like this live, whatever we're doing.
Give us a heart. Give us a
Like,
heart.
yeah, react in some way, heart, whatever. comment, which y'all are doing. Appreciate it. And please, if you can, share this. Let the world know, man.
Tony says, Yo Slammer and the White Larry Bird. What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
I bet they still got daylight over there on that side of the world.
In California? Yeah,
Might be
well,
close.
I don't know, man. 6:20, man.
Michael says, Big Papa Pump would be an awesome figure.
Yeah.
Doc's into 100 stars.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Doc.
that,
Doc is the man.
Kathy says, love your matching hat and shirt. He's talking about over here. Mine kind of matches too. But
Hey, good. Also, good seeing you Saturday night, Kathy. Kathy and the family, Max and the kids, man, they were running wild. Eli had his slam buddy with him. He's always
knock it out of his hands.
knock it out of his hands this time. It was awesome. Good time, man.
Ralph says he's planning on being there on the 4th.
All right, man.
Good to hear.
Well, we'll see you there, brother.
Let's see. Michael says, don't mention burgers. I'm getting hungry.
That's the bad thing. I ate when I got home from work, but I was sitting here about 5 minutes ago and I was thinking,
I still have not eaten. Last time I've eaten was about 11:30.
Oh boy.
Doc says, how much are the tickets?
Tickets.
I may get a couple and do a giveaway at the shop. Still need the flyer though.
Okay.
Do you even have, I don't think you got flyers.
I got them. Yes, I do have some. So
Okay.
Unfortunately, they only put the championship matches on there. So if anybody sees the flyer, I will be there. I don't know if I need to cut a picture of me out and put on there or whatever.
You should do that.
But yes, I will.
You should give them the flyer and give them an 8x10. Put them up together.
I will my 4x6s.
There you go. You can autograph, put I will be there.
Anyway, I think the tickets $20 for adults, 10 for kids. I think that's the going rate still. So, yes. Hey, if I don't know if you'd be interested, Doc. If you are, if you'd want to, they always ask me to ask businesses if they would want to do a sponsorship in the event. I don't know any of the details or anything.
Some way to get tickets.
But if there would be some sort of if you'd want your name out there somehow or want to work with those guys, if you would email the Dynamo or message Dynamo Pro Wrestling page, tell them I sent you. If you'd want to work with them, I don't know how the sponsorships work, but they'd be able to help you out in that situation. But anyway, I will get you a flyer and a picture of me to put by it so you can say,
you just got a few weeks.
This is my brother Slammer. He'll be there running wild.
Dana's in the chat, says hi, liked and shared.
Dana, you rule. Thank you. I'm sure you'll be there at Dynamo on the 4th. Bring your dad.
Doc says he's also shared it for you. And
Doc, you rule, man. Thank you.
Denny in the chat says, so I just lost it. I just got
the Slammer show is awesome. We are awesome, man. It rules.
Kat says a great time with the kids. Really had a fun time.
Man, it was a good time, man.
It's always a good time.
Bringing the kids, man. I love it. Love hanging out with the Rain Arrow family, man. The kids are always fired up, man.
Where's Max at tonight?
Where's he at?
Mad Max?
Mad Max.
Madman Max.
He might be laying tile in a bathroom somewhere, man.
Somewhere. Doing some grout.
You follow his Instagram and his Facebook, man. Look at all the tile work
I'm friends
he
with him on
does,
Facebook
man.
finally.
Did you see some of that work he does? No showers, man.
I didn't realize.
Pretty good stuff.
I didn't realize that was his job till you mentioned it to me one time.
Man,
he was putting all those pictures up, and I thought he had like a mansion. I'm like, damn. Like Max is a rich boy. I didn't know this. He's a millionaire.
He messaged me a month or two ago, and he said he was remodeling Randy Orton's bathroom.
Imagine.
Laying some tile in Randy Orton's bathroom.
I'd be standing there, put my hands on my hip, looking at the toilet, go, he drops the RKO right there.
I'd be looking over my shoulder. Brother, don't you be RKOing me on this tile work I'm doing for you.
I've been looking, I'd be like, you know what? I bet Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton is taking a pee right there. I'd be like,
hey, you remember when we...
oh no.
You remember when we did the ballpark show?
Yes.
And Bob Orton was there?
Yes,
and then I got off that golf court, go to Real American, doing all my Hulk stuff, and I was sitting there thinking, what about Bob Orton's thinking of this right now?
I didn't even think about that.
I thought he might bonk me over the head with this cast. I seen he still had that cast on his arm. He's had it on his arm for 40 years.
Real quick, you call the Slammer hotline, 1-900-99-SLAM with 2 M's. We will get you on the air We happen to have a phone caller right now. He just called in. Thank you for calling the Slammer Hotline, 1-900-99-SLAM. What is your question? Who are you? Where are you from? Give us your info,
You're
brother.
live on the Bro Show with Slammer and Mookie. What's up? Who is this?
Hey, this is Joe.
Joe?
Chicago.
This is Joe Moonbreaker
Joe-
Banks?
Joe from Chicago?
Joe from Chicago?
Yeah, so me and Marv here, we're sitting here.
Who?
watching Home
Me and
Alone.
Marv.
Marv?
Are you the Wet
You,
Bandits?
you with your Marv or your Maw?
No, Marv. Me and Marv here.
Marv? Oh, I thought you was from Chicago, not New
You-
York.
About the wrestling.
Are you guys pinpointing the McAllister house by chance?
I never heard of it. Never heard such thing in my life.
What you do? What's up tonight, Joe from Chicago?
Listen, I got a question about some jabronis here on some wrestling.
Let's hear the jabroni question here.
Are Kane and Undertaker really brothers, or they're just a couple of jabrones?
Oh,
Well,
whoa. They
are
are.
Kane and
Hey,
Undertaker really brothers, or are they just a couple of jabrones?
they're not jabrones. I would never say that to them because they're real brothers, and brothers team up and beat people up.
That is
'Cause
true.
They're real brothers.
That is true.
Real life,
Well,
man.
I'm so glad to hear that, because me and Marv here, we're the Wet Bandits. And, want to make sure that they're brothers like we are.
Hey, Brothers
Hey.
of Destruction and the Wet Bandits,
The Wet-
they need to tag team together.
Wet bandits forever.
Well, that's all the questions I got for you, fellas.
All
Well, you
right.
have a Merry Christmas and take care of yourself.
Hey, you have a Merry Christmas too.
Merry Christmas, Marv.
Merry Christmas,
Or
Marv,
Joe.
and Joe, and the wet people.
Thank you for calling in, sir.
All right. Have a good night.
You
Okay,
too.
you too.
Wet Bandits calling in. I was not.
I wasn't expecting a wet
I
bandits
was,
call
I
tonight.
was not.
Oh boy, howdy.
Oh my gosh. Wet Bandits, Sticky Bandits, whatever you want to call them nowadays.
Would you rather always be wet or always be sticky?
Oh, there's that question again. Would I rather be wet or would I rather always be sticky? I think wet. I think I'd rather be wet than sticky.
Sticky be pretty hard to handle.
Sticky would. You're constantly pulling your shirt off. I mean, you would be if you're wet too.
you'd like walk. I mean, you'd always have like in the springtime when those little the dandelions become white and they poof.
Yeah.
Like you'd always have stuff like that stuck on you all the time.
But I mean, if you're wet, it's gonna stick to you too.
Or if like a dog came up to you and rubbed on your leg, you'd have like dog hair on you forever.
Mississippi Mudham. He goes, that mood hits him just right. He's just gonna go to town, Clark. best thing is just let him go.
Oh gosh.
Pull that line out.
Hey, did you see where Heather and Paige went the other night?
I did. I was so jealous.
Heather-
So happy for them.
Heather and Paige went to the fabulous Fox Theater in St. Louis last
Historic.
Friday night. The historic Fox Theater. And they got to spend an evening with Chevy Chase.
Yes.
They got to watch the Christmas Vacation movie, and then Chevy Chase talked for like an hour. So they got to
That is so cool.
be there. So it was pretty neat.
Real quick in the chat,
Chat.
Kathy says, great value for several hours of fun. She's talking about going up to South Broadway.
Oh yeah, man, it rules. Great value.
Kathy says, liked, shared, subscribed.
Hey, she's a subscriber.
Yes.
Hey man, we appreciate that, man. Subscribe, man. We're working on something for the subscribers, man. It's gonna be awesome.
I think we've kind of talked about it pre-show today.
Pre-show.
We're working on something with anybody that subscribes to the Slammer page here.
That's
We're in
right.
for a little bit of a treat.
It's gonna be awesome, brother.
Give you a little stocking stuffers, if you know what I mean. On this day in wrestling history.
Let's see, what is day? 12/17/24.
12/17/24.
So this day in history, what year?
1979.
Woo!
1979.
I wouldn't have a clue.
There was a lesser-known Phantom title change on this day. Bob Backlund takes on Bobby Duncombe in New York City in a Texas death match for the vacant WWF or WWF championship title.
Okay.
It had been vacated for 10 days because Tony Inoki had beat Backlund in Japan for the title. They had a rematch and fought to a no decision.
Okay.
Inoki didn't want to carry on the belt after that. Decided to vacate the title. So they don't even give Inoki credit for being a WWF champion.
This you literally just blew my mind. This is news to me.
Yeah.
I did not know that this happened.
Well, it's a lesser known phantom title change. So 10 days later, so the title was
So
vacated.
Antonio Inoki was a 10-day WWF champion.
No, he vacated it for, it was 10 days before they got back to America and was able to fight to get another champion. I don't know the exact number of days he was actually WWF champion, but it was a very short time.
Wow, that needs to be recognized, man.
So-
Antonio Inoki?
Yeah.
Wow.
So he ended up dropping the title 10 days later after the title was vacated for 10 days. Bobby Duncan, Bob Backlund had a Texas death match in New York City for the WWF, the vacant WWF title. Bob Backlund won the title back.
Wow.
And again,
blown.
they don't even recognize it. They recognize Backlund being a champion from 78 to 83 with nothing in between.
Wow, that literally
So-
blows my mind.
Yeah, and that happened on this day,
On this day.
1979.
That was a long time ago. Wow, Mr. Bob Backlund.
Also on this day, 1999. Fast forward from 79 to 99, 20 years later, ECW TV taping, ECW on TNN, coming to you live from Nashville. Masano Tanaka, the ECW
Awesome.
champion, was defeated by Mike Awesome for the ECW title.
I tell you what, man, I don't know how many matches they had with each other in ECW.
Those guys they even had some
Woo.
great matches over in Japan.
Man, that was some stuff right there. Mike Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Awesome was awesome.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. Man, the first time I seen him, I mean, his name perfect for him.
Yeah.
Literally
What a
awesome.
big monster of a dude that could fly.
Yeah.
For doing stuff his size, he's kind of forgotten in today's wrestling history because he was kind of a short blip on American TV.
hmm
But man, if you lived in the early 2000s and got to enjoy Mike Awesome, he was a joy.
Except for the time he was the 70s guy in WCW.
Well, the Fat Chick Thriller, yeah.
He's
They gave him some stupid gimmicks over there, but my gosh, he could just go once they got him in the ring.
First time I ever seen him, I was just blown away. And him and
See, I discovered him on ECW on TNN.
first time I watched ECW, I just sat there. I watched it. The first time I watched, I wish I could remember what. I mean, it had to be like '93,
Yeah.
and I was at my grandma and grandpa's house, and they had the gigantic.
Thanks for joining us, Doc. We'll see you
Thanks,
next
Doc.
week, brother.
We'll see you, brother. They had the giant satellite dish out in the backyard,
Yeah.
and I was able to pick up some crazy stuff, and I picked ECW up off that.
Ugh.
I had heard of it.
See, I always just knew it from the magazines. That's all I knew was pictures of the guys, RVD, Sabu, Taz,
Ooh.
Sandman. Just from these pictures and reading the articles in those magazines. That's the only way I knew. PWI and the WOW magazines.
Yeah, I mean, I'd seen all that stuff. But that first time I watched that program, I was like, this rules,
Yeah.
man.
I remember getting a few VHS tapes, like bootleg tapes of some ECW shows, and that was the only way I actually got to see a few of their shows until they got on TNN for a short time.
Yeah, that sucked, man. A little too late for him right there, wasn't it? Because what the WWF, they went right on to TNN, what, a month after they
Yeah.
debuted on there? And
Yeah. Well, no.
it wasn't very. It was
on there.
pretty close.
Yeah.
It was pretty soon.
Let's see. Michael in the chat says Christmas Vacation and Turbo Man are my two favorite Christmas movies.
Turbo Man. Oh, is that the Arnold movie?
Yeah.
Arnold and Sinbad? Is that what it's called? No, Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, yes. I'm
Yeah.
glad you said I couldn't.
You know what? I need to watch that again. It's been a long time since I've
Love
seen
that
that. That's a
movie.
good
It's
movie.
got Anakin Skywalker in that movie as the kid.
Is that who the kid is in
Yeah,
that?
Arnold's kid in that movie is the same kid that plays Anakin Skywalker
I'll be darned.
in Star Wars Episode 1. On this day, in 2000, WCW held its final Starrcade pay-per-view ever.
WCW?
WCW. The main event was world champion Scott Steiner taking on Sid Vicious. And he retained the title in that match.
Wow.
It's kind of sad, though.
What year was that? 2000?
2000. So 24 years ago today.
24 years ago.
24 years ago.
That was good. 24 years ago.
We had a last
WCW. we had a last Starrcade.
2006, Armageddon pay-per-view, WWE held its second ever Inferno match. Can you name the first Inferno match?
I guess that was Undertaker and Kane.
Unforgiven, 1998.
Mm-hmm.
And the second Inferno match, Armageddon, 2006. Can you name at least one person in that match?
Would it have been Kane in that one as well?
Kane
was
is
it
in
Kane
that
and
match?
Stone Cold?
No.
That was the First Blood match. That was what I'm thinking of. Because
First Blood
Kane,
match was...
Kane was all he had. There was no skin showing.
Yeah, that was actually King of the Ring in 98.
Was that King of the Ring?
From
Okay.
Pittsburgh.
So Kane.
I'm such a
What?
wrestling nerd.
Gosh dang, another Inferno match. Kane?
It's going to blow your mind hearing this. I don't know if you'll remember it, but you're going to go, what?
Okay, go ahead.
MVP.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I called that reaction.
Mind blown. I don't remember that.
Kane versus MVP in the second ever Inferno match.
You know, man, once you get past 2000, things just start getting so muddy because there's so much on TV.
I'm the same way.
So, I mean, too many pay-per-views, too many shows.
Randy got it. He said MVP.
Oh, good job.
Randy also said Elf is his favorite Christmas movie. We all know what your favorite Christmas movie is.
Christmas Story.
Christmas Story.
We watched Elf 2 nights ago, Sunday night. We went ahead and watched it and got it out of the way. So
Out of the way. How sad is
well,
bah humbug.
I've seen the Grinch cartoon twice. I've caught it twice.
So I know your favorite Christmas movie. Do you know mine?
Probably Home Alone.
It is Home Alone. Home Alone is not only my favorite Christmas movie. Home Alone is my all-time favorite movie.
Oh, is it? Well, Christmas
It is.
Christmas Story is my all-time
Oh,
favorite
okay,
movie.
nice.
Followed by Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Excellent.
Gremlins Christmas movie. We started watching that. It was late though. It was like, I guess it was probably last week. We was laying there in bed. It was like 11 o'clock, and Gremlins was coming on. I was like, I've got I got to watch the beginning of it.
So Bill and Ted's your second favorite movie?
And probably then the Goonies.
Goonies. I think my second favorite movie, I had to go with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. I love that movie.
I love Steve Martin.
It almost reminds me of Home Alone in a way. You know, it's even based out of Chicago.
What was your next favorite movie? Probably close to. No Holds Barred's got to be right there, pretty close after that.
I would almost say maybe either Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller, Stand By Me. I love a lot of those 80s feel-good movies. I love a lot of the what's the director's name?
Hughes. Oh, Tim. No, not
Hughes.
Tim Hughes.
John Hughes.
John Hughes.
I love just about every John Hughes movie, which is also the director of Home Alone. John Hughes.
That's right. Yeah.
John Hughes made Uncle Buck. 16 Candles. Breakfast Club.
He's Great Outdoors.
Man, I love the Great Outdoors.
You know how many times that movie has popped on here lately?
Oh, really?
And I finally I think I've watched it all the way through.
I love Dan
now.
Aykroyd in that movie.
Oh my gosh, that movie! I was like, I told Heather, I'm like, what kind of campground is this? There's just so much going on in this place. Like, this place is awesome.
Let's see. Dana said Scott Steiner was a good wrestler. He was one of her favorites.
You know, we had Scott and Rick down at CCW, and I didn't talk to them. I didn't even bother asking them for a picture or anything. They went in, they sat in there was like a hallway where they kept like supplies and things like that.
Uh-huh.
They went in there and they sat.
Who are you talking about again?
Scott and Rick Steiner.
I didn't know they were there.
They were there, and
My dad's really good friends with Rick.
Okay, they pretty much sat in the back that
Rick's
whole
a
time.
super nice guy.
Because I was like, oh man, I really want to get a picture with these guys, but they just didn't act like they was.
That's awesome.
And they might have, but
Rick's super nice.
The
Scott always
the aura they was giving off was not good.
You didn't get Steinerized?
Yeah, I don't even remember who they wrestled. Rick wrestled in like jeans and a t-shirt. Rick and Scott, I think he did the same. I think he had jeans. I think he had an NWO t-shirt on.
Yeah. Man, one thing when I see these autograph signings, he wears one and Buff Bagwell wears one. They both wear NWO shirts.
I know.
And they're knockoff NWO shirts, and they bother me so much when I see them. And the way I can tell they're knockoff shirts, the NWO logo is like this big on their chest instead of like the big NWO logo. It's always like twice as small. Especially Buff wears it a lot, and I'm like, it just aggravates me so much. I'm like, how do you wear a knockoff? You're an NWO original. You're wearing a knockoff? Like Etsy,
Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
Etsy. You know.
I don't wear knockoff NWO stuff.
Let's see. Let's catch up on the chat. Man, there's a lot to catch up on. Kathy wants to know if we live near each other.
Well, kind of.
At one point we lived like a street away from each other.
That's right. Yeah, when we actually first started hanging around with each other, you literally lived like
right down the road, right down the street.
1 minute away.
Yeah.
Like you was on First Street, and then I was off Edwards, so right there. And then you moved to the apartments, which was 3 minutes away.
Yeah. Then you moved to
Then I moved to Farmington, and then you moved
to Farmington.
down the highway, which is a little bit of a drive.
Yeah.
I
Now
mean,
I'm
less
back to Park
than
Hills.
10 minutes. Now you're back at Park Hills, but still pretty close.
Yeah. So to answer your question, within 10 minutes.
Yeah,
We're
probably
usually-
12.
yeah.
Probably 12 minutes.
We live within 10, 15 minutes of each other at some point, every point.
It's the point. He's easy to pick up when I take him to wrestling events, no matter where he's been.
Let's see. Michael says Christmas Story and Home Alone are the best. Yes. Justin says I also love the Christmas Story. Randy says Home Alone is good. It is excellent. Dana says my favorite is Christmas. Hold on, I lost my place. Christmas Vacation.
I love Christmas
I love
Vacation.
Christmas Vacation. I love Cousin Eddie. Is like one of the best characters
He's
ever.
pretty funny.
He is the worst father
Oh,
father
hey.
ever in the movies, but maybe the funniest father in the movies.
Paige said somebody dressed up. Is it Todd that lives next door?
Okay, yes.
Todd and
Margot.
Margot. And Paige said there was a guy dressed up in the sweat outfit.
Oh, the
Because
silver-
Paige said Todd, and the guy looked at her and said Margot.
That's awesome.
I said, did anybody dress up in like Cousin Eddie outside
I love when he's got his white
the
sweater.
bathrobe?
I like when he's got his
Oh.
white sweater on. You can see the little turtleneck like piece under his, where it's just the neck piece.
I like it when they're all dressed up in the living room and they're drinking out of little moose cups.
I like when he's doing that. He's fiddling with the stuff and it like falls apart.
Yeah, I didn't know this was going to be the Christmas episode tonight. We've gone full Christmas here.
Ralph says Uncle Buck is a brilliant movie. I love Uncle Buck.
That's a good movie.
Anytime, that's one of the rare movies. There's probably a handful of movies I ever see on TV. I can click on at any point, and I feel obligated to have to like put it on and finish watching it. That is one of the movies. It could be anywhere, 5 minutes into the movie or 5 minutes left of the movie. I feel obligated to go on that channel and watch it when it's on, and I can do that every single time. With
Man,
Uncle Buck.
I almost can't turn my TV on without The Breakfast Club, Uncle Buck, Great Outdoors.
I love those movies.
Any of the, it's like
Ferris Bueller.
Ferris Bueller. I don't know how many times I'll go walk in the bedroom and Heather's there watching a movie or something. The Breakfast Club is on a lot at our house.
One little tidbit about Brother Mookie right here. I can quote from opening segment to closing song on The Breakfast Club every single line of that movie.
Oh my gosh.
I almost feel like I can't do the alphabet backwards, but I almost feel like I could even do the Breakfast Club backwards. At one point in my teenage years, I was obsessed with the Breakfast Club. We moved out to Hunter's Ridge.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have cable. I owned 3 VHS tapes at that point.
One was Breakfast Club.
One of them was Breakfast Club.
No holds barred.
Breakfast Club, Ferris Bueller, and Friday.
Oh my
Those
gosh.
3 movies I can quote all day long. You do not want to watch any of those 3 movies with me because I cannot help it. I have to say each line like I can do the whole movie by myself.
That's awesome. Hey,
And I feel bad for anybody that watches them with me.
I tell you what, man, A Christmas Story
Yeah.
that they came out with a couple years ago, man, it's so good.
I watched it once. I don't know if I ever watched it again.
You know,
I watched it and I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna
It wasn't bad.
Well, of course, I'll watch A Christmas Story several times, and I'll watch it all night on Christmas Eve. I turn it on at 7 o'clock. It's on all night until it's over.
I'm constantly flipping back to it.
But I'm going to go ahead, hope maybe one night this week, probably Saturday. I'm trying to debate, do I want to watch A Christmas Story and then A Christmas Story? Because how it flows into it at the end. Man, that just got me when I was watching that movie and it just flowed right into him running and talking
So
about.
here's the question: have you ever watched Christmas Story 2? Number 2.
Yeah, and I don't like that's
Bad.
Yeah.
The only good thing, Daniel Stern is the father of the old man in that movie.
Yeah,
But that movie is terrible.
bleh. And we tried one year, I think it was on NBC or something, they did like a Christmas Story Broadway play or whatever. It's like, hey, we'll watch this. This will be awesome.
Yeah.
I turned that off for like 5 minutes in. I was like, this is dumb, man. This does not represent the movie in any way.
Dana says, yes, the 80s movies, John Hughes movies are great. I 100,000% agree. Josh Summers is in the chat.
Josh, what's up, brother?
Great match Saturday, he says.
Thank you, brother.
Gremlins is a great Christmas movie.
Gremlins rules. Gremlins is just a good movie. That's one of my top favorite movies, period.
Lewis Hupp is in the chat, says, hey. And gives
Hey, Big Lou, what's up, brother?
Josh says, Christmas horror movies definitely get overlooked. Yes, they do. I can think of, what's the one, The Killer Santa? He's got the hatchet. I can see I remember the Goldberg. You remember the Goldberg scary movie, Santa? It's called Santa's Slay. Slay.
I remember that. I haven't seen it.
It was really bad, but
it was really bad.
It's so bad it's good. It's so bad it's good. I have breakfast. Denny says I have breakfast with Slammer. you and Denny meet up for breakfast somehow?
Maybe so. Are you buying? I love breakfast food.
He's all about the McGriddles, I'll tell you.
I need to get another holiday pie though. They raised the prices on those things.
Oh, did they?
Like nearly $3 for a holiday pie.
Rob says you'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You shoot your eye. Hey, I've got a Red Ryder carbine action 200 shot range model air rifle.
With the carbine action.
You know what's weird though? It doesn't have a compass in the stock.
It doesn't
or
have
a thing that tells time. But it's a Red Ryder BB gun. I've got one.
That's awesome. Josh says Santa Slay. That was the Goldberg
Santa
one I
Slay.
like. I think originally that was like a TNN movie or it was
like a broadcast.
It was like a made-for-TV movie before it came out on DVD.
It probably was. It was probably like a TBS or TNN.
I feel like it was on TNN whenever Goldberg was on WWF TV or WWE TV at the time.
WW.
What you got? Anything else?
Oh my gosh!
If you're done, we can hit a couple trivia questions.
We'll talk. Yeah, let's hit the trivia questions before we start talking about the next show we're going to do.
So I got some trivia questions for you out there watching, and for you sitting next to me.
Well, let's give it to me, baby.
And I wrote these a few weeks ago, so bear with me. I don't have them memorized like I did my facts in today history. All right. This 1999. So it's before the big schmoz in your brain of WWF. The only tag team in a buried alive match that featured who was the two tag teams. I'm sorry. I'll name one of the tag teams. There was a tag team match, a buried alive tag team match. It was a SmackDown match. I do remember that.
Oh, they had a buried
SmackDown.
alive on SmackDown.
Yes, it wasn't even
in
a pay-per-view.
what year?
1999. Featured the Unholy Alliance. Do you remember who the Unholy Alliance was? Obviously not. Big Show and The Undertaker. The Big Show and The Undertaker formed the Unholy Alliance. What tag team did they take on in this buried alive match on SmackDown?
Oh my gosh, I don't have any idea.
Name one tag team from the 99 era.
All their tag teams were like that though. They had Undertaker and Big Show.
Okay.
Edge and Christian.
No.
The Hardy Boys.
No, you're getting closer though.
Dudley Boys.
No, you're getting
that's pretty much
okay.
The tag teams that were.
And I tell you
normal tag teams.
I'm going to tell you this, and then you can go.
Do I have them on my wall? It's not the Bushwhackers.
I mean, you have several pieces.
Is this a normal tag team, or is this one of those thrown together tag teams? Is it like Jericho and The Rock or something?
You can kind of say that, but I mean, this was a legitimate tag team after a while. They even had a tag team name.
The Rock and Sock Connection.
Ding, ding,
Is that who it was? Okay.
So 1999, the one and only ever tag team buried alive match, the Unholy Alliance, Big Show and Undertaker took on The Rock and Mankind, also known as the Rock and Sock Connection.
I tell you what, man.
Josh said Spike TV. That's what that.
Spike
that's
TV.
That was the TV station I was looking for. That's what TNN turned into.
Yeah, they've been a
Randy
bajillion
got it.
of them.
Rockin' Mankind. Randy got that answer. Mankind and Kane. Denny was close. He got Mankind on there though. Next question. WrestleMania 17.
WrestleMania the 17th. Okay, is that in Houston?
That's Houston. We have a problem.
Whew.
All right.
I remember
What
Shane
match?
and Vince.
What match preceded the main event of Austin versus Rock?
Was it Shane and Vince?
It was not.
Okay, that would have been earlier. Austin and The Rock was the main event.
And they said that was probably
Yeesh.
their best match at one of the best WrestleMania main events ever, which I totally agree with.
I don't have any idea who would have preceded that.
Okay, I'll give you one of the participants. The Undertaker. Who did The Undertaker wrestle at WrestleMania 17?
What year was that? 2000?
2001? 2002? 1 or 2? One.
Let's think here. Was it one of? It was.
Okay, no answers so far in the chat.
It wasn't. Let's see.
He's actually.
Did he wrestle a Big Boss Man at one
And,
of them?
that was 15.
That was 15.
It's funny, I know that right offhand.
Yeah.
So I'll
was
give
it,
you.
was
I'll give
it
you another.
A-Train?
No, that was WrestleMania 19.
Now was that the handicap match?
That would have been the A-Train match was the handicap match. That's supposed to be him and Nathan Jones. That would have been 19 in Seattle. Crazy, I know that right offhand.
When did he wrestle Flair?
That would have been 18.
Orton?
Nope.
What
Let's
year-
see.
what year did he
I'll
wrestle
give
Randy
you
Orton?
a hint. Undertaker wrestled this guy twice at
Oh,
WrestleMania.
was it
now.
Batista?
No,
Oh, I mean, wait a minute.
that'd have been.
It was that
23.
the first time he wrestled Triple H?
Ding ding.
Okay.
Finally, Triple H, and it was kind of the forgotten Triple H match because they wrestled again years later.
I always
and
used
they
to
never
think
mentioned it.
because he's wrestled, Michaels twice,
Yeah.
Triple H twice. It's
There's
like,
not too many on that twice list over. Let's see. Zach said Kane with a question mark. It was Triple H. Jason says Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, brother. You can say it. It's okay to say it.
it's holiday. It's all that. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Happy Holiday Pie. How about that?
Because we had Thanksgiving, Christmas, New
That's true.
Year's.
New
It
Year's
is
coming up.
holidays. Christmas Eve's a day.
Then he got us at Triple H. Tim Mendeville said Triple H. Tim knows it all.
Yeah, Tim knows.
He would show us up.
Yeah, Tim would show us runs. I've forgotten more than what Tim knows, though, brother.
All right, we're gonna give you a true or false question
False.
right here. Okay.
No, go ahead. Go
I'm just
ahead.
joking. True or false? Oh, speaking of Starcade earlier, here's your Starcade question for
Whoa,
tonight.
old or newer? Old Starcade or
This is
like-
WCW Starcade
like? Okay, go ahead.
/ NWA, I guess.
Okay, that's what
This is-
that's
it's
what I was
just-
wondering.
it's a true or
Are
false.
we going way back?
Well, we'll find out here.
all right, go ahead.
True or false? Every Starcade was held. Well, I guess this question is kind of void after
I was
tonight's
going to say
trivia.
you're going to say were they all held on Christmas,
on
right?
Thanksgiving. Let me. Every Starcade was held on Thanksgiving night. True or false?
That was false.
It's false. I kind of guess I gave it away earlier with since Starcade. The
'Cause
very
they-
final Starcade was tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say they were on Christmas, right?
So no, they were all on Thanksgiving nights. Or yeah, I'm sorry, Christmas.
Because the Survivor Series used to be on Thanksgiving, which should still be.
No. It was Starcade was
Was
on
they on
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving as well?
So I have written here, Starcade was held on every Thanksgiving from 1983 to 1997, or 87, until Survivor Series, till Vince started Survivor Series up
Vince.
and kind of bullied the pay-per-view.
Okay.
So, yeah. so for several years, they were on
Did they
Thanksgiving.
move it to Christmas after that?
I think they moved it to December because it ended up being their final pay-per-view of the year. We got a bunch of falses here. Barbie is in. What's
Barbie,
up,
what's
Babs?
going on?
That's my girl right there.
Babs.
She goes, how are you guys? We are doing great. Especially
Wonderful.
Better since you're here, girl.
Welcome aboard.
Bring the smile on my face. You know what I'm saying? Jason said false. Barbie said false. Michael said false. You guys are correct. And
You
if
win
were here-
absolutely. Good job.
Okay, we got another one here. Name this wrestler.
Okay.
We're all stuffed from the holidays. I got stuffed on Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming up. At work today, we had our Christmas party.
Oh.
I got stuffed at lunchtime. If we could get back into shape, there's only one person we could call from the Ruthless Aggression era.
Simon Dean.
Simon Dean with the Simon System.
I'm right.
Yes.
You sure?
You are right.
Hey. Or it could have been, we could go way back. Playboy Buddy Rose and his powder.
That he drank and
Remember
worked
that
out,
powder
yeah.
all over
He'd
him?
pour it on him. He'd be
What was
working
that?
out.
And it said like as seen on TV. What was it called? What was the powder called?
It's like Vaporwave or I know what you're talking
Tim
about.
Mendible, what is it?
Yeah,
Tell
Tim,
us.
Tim will know. Okay. Fifth and final question tonight.
Number 5.
Fifth and final question.
Five-time question.
Everybody buckle down for this question.
Okay, I'm buckled.
You buckle down. You're going to think right off the bat you know this until you hear the full question.
Okay.
They're going to go, oh, crap.
Okay, I'm gonna
And I'm going to be curious if you know this.
I'm not gonna
and
say
I'm
a
curious
word.
if anybody out there knows this. We're all fans of Hulk Hogan.
Okay.
We're all fans of the NWO. Of the NWO group, who was the 7th member of the
Oh gosh.
Number 7. Who was number 7 of the NWO? I want to see. Barbie says the Gobbledygooker. Let's see. Let me catch up. Barbie says Hogan and Sting was December 28th at Starrcade. So I believe Starrcade was moved to December. Sting broke his silence on Thunder January 8, 1999, following 2 weeks, and then she puts Gobbledygooker. I'm thinking that's her 7th member of the NWO.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
Can you name them in order up to a certain
Hogan,
point?
Razor, or Hall,
Yeah.
Nash, Hogan,
Okay.
DiBiase,
Okay.
somebody, then
Hold
Six
on.
Pac.
Hold on. The
Was
Giant.
it Big Show?
The Giant.
The Giant. Okay. The Giant. Okay. 6.
See, there's kind of a little asterisk between 5 and 6.
Because Diamond Dallas Page said, "Oh, not number 6." Blah blah
Well,
blah.
the asterisk between 5 and 6 is Jeff Farmer, the fake Sting.
Okay.
He's kind of like, was
Yeah.
he NWO? He was never like.
He
he was-
They know.
So 5 and 6 kind of has an asterisk, but and who's number 7 after X-Pac, 6-Pac, the Kid.
I want to say
I'm still waiting.
Macho Man, but I don't think it was Macho
Okay,
Man.
here's some of the guesses here. Jason says 6. He was the
6
6th
was
member.
6.
Barbie says Bischoff. Randy guesses the Giants. Justin says 6. Ralph says the Giants. Tim says Scott Steiner. Zach says Scott Norton.
No,
Nobody
they
has
were-
gotten it so far.
It wasn't Macho Man.
And then when you hear this, you're gonna go, oh
Oh, I know who it was. It was Michael Wall Street.
no, not yet.
Oh, he wasn't there yet?
Not number 7. Are we ready?
No.
Michael says, was it Luger? Luger was actually never part of the black and white NWO.
Don't you all be Googling either.
He was Wolfpack. I guess you could probably Google this. I'm not sure how you would. You just Google 7th member of the
So
NWO.
it wasn't Michael Wall Street.
Let's see. I'm sure you
Was
have.
Boss Man on?
He was, but not number 7. You remember when he was a guardian? Of
Yeah,
the
it was weird when he came out with that little red hat on, and
Very weird. I'm sure you have a figure. This guy
was it
doesn't
the
have.
Disciple? No,
This guy doesn't have
Was
too
it
many-
Disciple? When was the Disciple? What number?
He was way later in like '98. Not on there, brother.
Man, I should know this.
Let's see. We kind of did. I'll give you a little bit of a hint. We kind of made a reel on your Facebook, similar in this aura of this guy. Do you remember one of the funny reels we made? You going?
Oh, I thought I said DiBiase.
It is. But that's
Oh,
not-
Virgil.
Virgil.
Oh,
Vincent.
that's right. Oh my
Vincent.
God.
Vincent was number 7.
Yes. Oh,
Ralph got it. Ralph said it finally. Randy guessed Horace Hogan.
Horace Hogan.
Everybody always forgets about Horace Hogan.
We talk.
Versus Virgil
Me and
Vincent.
you talk about Horace Hogan quite a bit, don't we?
He's another one of the forgotten souls.
Not to us.
That guy had one of the big bulbous heads I've ever seen in my life. Randy says Brutus Beefcake, a.k.a. Disciple. He was a little bit later on.
He was a little later.
And for the longest time, I did not realize that was Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
That blows my mind.
I remember finding out like years later.
That Beefcake there, see his pants?
Yes.
He comes with a Zodiac head.
Oh, yes, I did know that.
That's pretty
because
neat.
you can open it up and
you can make him the Zodiac.
Jason goes, Vincent, ugh.
That's what,
like you forgot. So that is...
I never knew
trivia.
that was a poke at Vince McMahon either.
I didn't either.
Years ago.
Yeah.
And also didn't know that Virgil was a poke at Dusty Rhodes either. Supposedly.
It had to be.
It had to be.
Because... Could you imagine being that guy? You go back and forth to the companies, and you're just a joke. You're such a joke. They make your name a joke on both companies.
And Akeem the African Dream.
Yep.
Sorry,
Dusty.
I never
knew that. I never realized that either.
It never dawned on me. It's like, oh, now it's so clear that it's crazy.
But as a kid, you don't think like that.
And even because I watched a match between Dusty and Akeem.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
I've never realized that.
And Dusty was like doing his stuff, and Akeem's like doing. He every time he gets hit, he's like. And then Dusty went to give him the elbow, and Akeem fell, and Dusty go.
I love these impersonations right here. Did you ever see the clip?
There was either Dusty Rhodes or Mick Jagger.
You better watch out, Mick Jagger might call.
I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like Dusty.
You got to stick out that bottom lip when you. We might actually have him call in. You might watch Mick Jagger next week. So I am out of things. We're out of time. We're over the 9 o'clock hour.
Well, I always put in for an overrun, but yeah, I'm kind of getting hungry, and we need to plug.
Where can I find you at, Slammer?
Well, lots of things here. First off, if you're watching this, like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, man. Go over to my personal page, Chris Slammer. See that there? Go there. Add me as a friend, man. I'll be your pal.
Your pal Sal. Your pal.
I'll be your pal.
If you're watching this,
Instagram.
thank you for following this page.
Yeah, thank you. Instagram, Chris_Slammer. All right. We got the X. Look at there. X. Chris Slammer. Friends with Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan follows me, man. You should too. So, got that. Cameo. What am I on Cameo? Better watch. People see how much money I'm making on there.
Hundreds of dollars on there.
Slammer at Max Jim on Cameo. I wish you a happy birthday.
You got $1 million man over here.
Wish you a happy anniversary. I wish you a Merry Christmas. I'll give you a pep talk. I'll tell your boss you quit your job. You tell me what you want, and I'll do almost anything. I have denied a Cameo before.
Hey, I wanted to see his feet or something. It was really weird.
It was definitely weird. That's for sure.
I was just joking.
It wasn't quite that, but it was. Anyway, TikTok at Slammermania.
They're like, I want you
Follow
to fix...
me. I do fun stuff on there, man.
Like, I want you to fix this grilled cheese sandwich, then eat it really slow.
So, anyway, that's where you can find me on the socials. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. You can get the black Slammer t-shirt like this. The yellow logo, black t-shirt. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Order one now, and you can get it before Christmas, I bet.
Oh, that's less than a week.
Hey, I'm UPS, man. You call and order that thing tomorrow. They ship it out of Chicago. I bet you'll have it before Christmas Eve.
That's the home of Chris Sater right there.
Chris Sater, brother.
You can find me every Tuesday. Right here on the Slammer page. 8 p.m. Central every Tuesday. Or you can also find me on my other page right here, the Die Cut Dudes. We're closing in on 15,000.
Yeah, send some of them 15,000 over here to the Slammer page. Let's get
15,000 strong on that page. You can follow us over there. Or you can follow me on my personal Facebook page at Kyle Mookie Skynet. Send me a friend request. Send me a follow. Send me a message. Hey, Mook. I'll answer you. I'll yell back. I ain't too good. I'm a good guy.
He ain't got nothing else to do.
I ain't got a lot going on except for on Tuesdays. My Tuesdays I'm booked up.
He's booked up. So anyway, with that being said, No bro show next Tuesday night. You know why? It's Christmas Eve. I'm gonna be with my family, man. I gotta work first. Hope so. Fingers crossed I have a good quick day at UPS next Tuesday, because I've had Christmas Eves right in.
Tuesdays.
I have had a few Christmas Eves right in and get home till like 9, 10 o'clock. That is not cool.
Santa's
That's been a long time since that happened. But anyway, we're hoping for a good quick Tuesday next week for Christmas Eve.
Maxwell
Get home
says he
to
bought
my
his niece one of
family.
those sweet slammer shirts.
Yeah, he sure did. Thank you to your sweet niece.
Too sweet.
So
niece.
anyway, if you're listening right now, mark this on your calendar. This Sunday night.
Thursday, Wednesday,
Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Saturday.
5 days from
5
now,
days.
Sunday night, December 22nd, 8 p.m. Central Time. So Sunday night, 8
Same
o'clock.
time. Same time.
It's going to be Bro Show episode 28. It's our Christmas spectacular.
I'm excited.
It's going to be awesome.
Santa Claus might show up.
Santa Claus might be here. I bet we'll be dressed in some sort of Christmassy gear.
It's Paige Claus.
Paige might be here. She
Mrs.
said
Paige
it's going to
Claus
be a
might
little
be here.
late, but Paige Claus might be here.
We do have a request. Slammer for the first time is going to be drinking some eggnog.
I've never had eggnog, so
Blows my mind. Eggnog is one of my favorite things in this world, next to the Christmas trees. The Little Debbie Christmas
we're
trees.
gonna have this Christmas tree cake, a Christmas tree brownie, a Christmas tree Reese's cup,
Oh my.
eggnog.
I better not eat dinner before I come over.
Maybe
Sugar galore.
maybe Heather will have some extra Christmas mice left over.
I'm slowly eating my mice.
Pretty good, aren't they?
Yes.
They're real good.
I ate
man.
like 3 of them.
She only makes those one time a year, man. And
I was
you're-
lucky enough to
hey,
get a batch this
You're
year. I'm in the
you,
exclusive
you're
club.
in an exclusive club, man. That's like VIP
And I appreciate
exclusive
it.
club,
And
man.
that's why I haven't blown through them. I've slowly ate a few.
Everybody that she gets, because it's a task for her to make
That's
what
what
she
she was telling
makes, and the people that get them from her, they're like, we just take little nibbles and put them away because we don't want to, just like you said, they just don't want to blow through them
Well, not
because they're
me.
so good.
I'll take about a bite like the face off of it. I'm like, oh, that was good. Then I pop the rest in.
Hey, I wish I had the book with me, the Christmas Mice book. Her
Oh, yes.
brother wrote a book.
Have that next week.
What-
Have a
yeah,
cookie
we
next
will.
week.
Hey,
and have
yeah.
the book next week.
Hey, I tell you what I'm gonna do too. I'm gonna read you the special Slammer poem, Christmas poem next week. So remind me of that.
Oh, joy. Okay.
The Slammer Christmas poem. So y'all want to join in for that. So you need to wear your Christmas sweater, get your nice comfy Christmas blanket to put on,
Get your mittens on.
get your mittens on, cuddle up in your chair, and Slammer's got a quick little Christmas poem for you. Brother.
So again, next Sunday, this coming up Sunday. We won't even say next Sunday. This coming up Sunday.
This-
8 p.m.
This
Central.
coming up Sunday, 8 p.m. Central
We will
Time.
be here doing our bro show on a special night, on a special evening, special occasion, the Christmas
The
Spectacular.
Christmas Spectacular. It's
That's all
going
I
to be
got.
awesome. So anyway, thank you guys for joining. Share, like, comment, say stuff to us, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We appreciate you all.
We will
Thanks
see
for
you in
joining.
5 days.
Episode 27. Episode 28, just 5 days away, man.
5 days.
Anyway, what you gonna do when the Bro Show entertains you? Yeah, brother. End. Why won't it end?
Uh-oh.
It won't end. We will